Hello, friends and followers, and welcome to today's version of Have a Seat with Kristin. For those of y'all whom I've not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Kristin Kaufman, and I'm in the business of helping people create the lives they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. And yes, it is possible, and no, you don't have to be on the hamster wheel to make that happen. You absolutely can take the reins and create the type of life and the type of career and the way in which you wish to contribute, and certainly do so without giving up the creature comforts that you want. So today, I actually want to talk about the number one mindset hack. Mindset has become a word that we've been tossing around, as you all probably know, especially during COVID times. Everyone is talking about, gosh, how do I reframe my mindset? How do I get my mojo back? How do I get myself back on the straight and narrow, so to speak, so that 2021 can absolutely be the best year and absolutely make up for lost time, because many of us did indeed feel like we lost time professionally in 2020. So here is my number one mindset hack. I ask myself the question, what am I supposed to be learning from this? And I cannot take credit for this. My mama and my daddy both taught my sister and I, when we faced challenges, when we faced hardships, when we didn't get something that we wanted, when we had a setback, when we got passed over for a promotion, you name it, from junior high school on, when we had things happen to us, my mama would always ask us, well, what do you think you're supposed to be learning from this? Because everything that happens to us is preparing us for what is to come. And that has been something that I have hung on to, and I've asked myself that because let's face it, 2020, we had so many things happen to us as a nation, as a global community, as an economy. We all have been faced with things that we were not expecting, and frankly, that we had to pivot to adjust to. And the question that I've continually asked myself, and it certainly has given me a very robust collection of thoughts to noodle on, is what am I supposed to be learning from this? So let me give you an example. Over the past year, as you can probably imagine, one of my businesses, which was keynote speaking, I would speak on the books that I had written, Is This Seat Taken? That business line, that income stream, literally went up in smoke almost overnight. Yes, I've had a number of virtual keynote speeches over the past several months, but certainly not to the degree that I had when all the doors were open and we were hosting large conventions, large sales meetings, etc. So I had to ask myself, what am I supposed to be learning from this? Because it certainly was something outside of my control. I was not controlling the pandemic. I certainly was not controlling whether or not companies were going to host large conventions. So there were two things that I learned from it. One, I had to reinvent the way in which I took my services to market. In this case, I had to get very proficient on Zoom, on other ways of delivering keynotes. That was the first thing I had to learn. The second thing I had to learn was I had to augment my income streams. I couldn't just rely upon one, not that I ever did, but I had to really put the wood behind the arrow of other income streams to make up for the income that I was losing through that particular segment of my business. So that's an example of how we have to take what is happening to us, realize that it might be happening for us, and realize, what am I supposed to be learning from this? And what is this preparing me for? So that is my number one mindset hack. It's not anything revolutionary. I give 100% attribution to my parents, who taught my sister and I that when we were little girls, that we always had to pay attention to the things that were happening to us because we were supposed to be learning from them. This is no exception. So with that, let me close out by saying I'm delighted you were here. My name again is Kristin Kaufman. We come here every week with Have a Seat with Kristin. Would love to have you join us. And if you would like to follow me, I'm going to put my Facebook page, my Instagram page, and my YouTube channel below so that you can follow me. I am going to be hosting an online course later on this month. I would love to have you partake in that. It's going to be all about the concept of alignment, which I spoke about last week, is the number one power trait of leaders that I have coached. When people are in alignment, they are most certainly at their most powerful and their most grounded. And my course is an attempt to get us started on that road to alignment. So with that, make it a great day. Thank you again for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you right here with another Have a Seat with Kristin next week.